do this. Sometimes you gotta stay in, and you know where I live. Yeah, you know what we is. Sometimes you gotta stay in, and welcome to my house. Baby, take control now. We can't even slow down. We don't have to go. Welcome to my house. Play that music too loud. Show me what you do now. We don't have to go. Welcome to my house. Welcome to my house. Morning comes and you know what you wanna say. What's the plan to today? The time has changed. Keep your clothes on the floor.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of DCA Wildcats. This is episode 202, and we are on the road to redemption after a truly chaotic night at Chaotix. If you have not seen it, please go back and watch it on the YouTube channel. It was a surprising night for a lot of reasons that we will get into, that I will get into during the duration of this episode, including tonight. We will hear from the Wildcats champion Ovanna Morgan, who retained her title and some might say controversial fashion at Chaotix in that fatal 5-way match. And the reason, the sole reason why she was able to retain that championship, the person that, whether she knew it or not, helped Ovanna win the Wildcats title, retain it, is on her way out to the ring. As you can hear her music, again, it's got to be a surreal thing to hear this music blaring through a DCA arena, but you're not hearing things, ladies and gentlemen. That is her music. The music of one of the most influential women in the entire industry. Eve Heron is live on Wildcats. And it has been known for the last couple of days now, after what happened at Chaotix, that she was going to be here. A mixed reaction for sure for Eve, but a lot of people grew up watching this woman and the things that she has done in this business. One hand influential and one hand violent, and it is now official. I mean, this is again one of the most surreal things I have ever witnessed. I certainly never thought I would ever see this woman. See, look, she was a mixed reaction, then she gets in the ring and everybody's cheering. It's back and forth. This woman certainly has a hold on any audience she performs in front of, but she has had an issue with Aubrey Williams apparently, because she gave her the bloody Valentine at Chaotix, and she's asking for a mic, so let's hear what she has to say. Eve's first words here on Wildcats. It's gonna be interesting, folks.
Surprise! Didn't expect to see me here, did you? I bet you're all curious about why I've shown up. Well, allow me to elucidate. I'm here for none other than Aubrey. Now, let me tell you something about Aubrey Williams. Aubrey, aren't you a special kind of crazy? You see, the thing is, I've been watching you, Aubrey, and I must say, you've got my attention. And if there's one thing you should know about me, just like what my theme song says, when Evie gets impressed, she gets obsessed. Aubrey, you're like a puzzle, and I love puzzles. Your crazy tendencies, your unpredictable nature, it's like music to my ears. The chaos you bring to the ring, it's bewitching. But here's the twist, sweetie. I don't just want to watch your chaos. I want to be a part of it. I want to dance in the madness with you, Aubrey. You might think you're the queen of the Psycho Circus, but I've got news for you, my dear. There's only room for one at the top, and I'm coming for that throne. You might be crazy, Aubrey, but you don't know what I'm capable of. And I'm ready to tear this place apart. So, what do you say, Aubrey? Are you ready for the craziest showdown of your life? Because Evie wants to paint the ring red with your blood.
If that doesn't tell you how terrifying this might end up becoming, not just for Aubrey, but for the entire DCA roster, then I don't know what else to tell you. Eve Heron has made it perfectly clear she is here in DCA to burn everything down. Whether that means winning the Wildcats title or not is anyone's guess, but she's gonna start apparently with Aubrey Williams, and I can tell you that match, if you haven't seen social media, is official for DCA Redemption. It will be Aubrey Williams, the Psycho Angel, taking on the pretty little psycho Eve Heron in Eve's debut match in DCA. And how fitting is it that debut match is happening on a show with no rules, no restrictions, no anything. It's gonna get ugly. And when you got Aubrey Williams, who's probably very, very upset at what Eve did to her and cost her the Wildcats title, and what Eve just said there, I mean, what else can you expect except fireworks when those two women collide for the first time ever at Redemption? But we are kicking things off with our first contest of the night. And this one is going to be interesting because this woman right here was unsuccessful at Chaotix in her matchup to win a championship. However, she's looking to bounce back here tonight. Ariel Bridges sprinting her way down to the ring. And Ariel, of course, was one of the 4 participants in the match for the Fever Championship. That 4-way at Chaotix was unsuccessful, of course. It was herself, Christie Monteiro, the champion Selena Zeta, who retained, obviously. But tonight, she's going up against a woman who's also made quite a name for herself in the Rising Star division as of late. This woman right here, Raven Sarian, who again has made quite the impression, not just in the looks department, since becoming a member of the roster. But regardless, Raven, I'm sure, is looking to etch her name into a championship picture. Of course, we know that at Redemption, it is official as well for the Rising Star title. It's going to be Nova Kane and Heather Ray for the Rising Star Championship. Those two women, perhaps two of the fastest rising stars in the entire virtual wrestling scene right now on the women's side. But you got to put Raven right there in that conversation because she has been on a tear in DCA lately. I don't think she's lost a match yet, as far as I can tell. But here we go. Bell is rung and we are underway. And nice bull cat by Ariel. Wayne will never fail to mention that all of Ariel's moves are named after cat stuff. So I apologize if I get some names by their correct terminology and Ariel says no, you have to add a cat in there. As now Raven pissing everyone off with a dab. Though it wasn't as disgraceful as Charles's in ROV, but that's another story for another time. Look at that. Nice arm drag. And Raven rolling out of the ring, but Ariel just going to keep on her. And that's probably what she's going to have to do if she's going to get the win here. And again, another arm drag, this time to the floor. Nicely done. But as I mentioned, later on tonight, we will hear from the Wildcats champion, Ovanna Morgan, after retaining her championship in that fatal 5-way thanks to Eve. Even though I'm pretty sure Eve didn't necessarily do it for Ovanna, she really just did it to send a message to Aubrey. But nonetheless, Ovanna retained the championship, and we're going to hear from her later on. Also, #1 contenders match for the Fever Championship. Nice Pele by Raven. A #1 contenders match for the Fever Championship is now, look at this, Ariel with a springboard bull cat right there. As I mentioned, #1 contenders match for the Fever title tonight. Hayley, Jonas, who laid out the champion after hitting her with the #1 stunner after she retained at Chaotix, against the woman who originally called out Selena in the first place for a title match in the Brazilian bombshell Christie Monteiro. That is our main event tonight, as well as the debut of Maxine Rose. Maxine Rose, who has been palling around with the Bombshell Club in their wars with both the Punch Girls and the Hated Gates as of late. Cover now, only a 1 count. And Maxine will be making her in-ring debut tonight. Nice drop kick by Raven. And that's going to be coming up all tonight here on Wildcats, as now Ariel right back in control when Raven was taunting the crowds, for lack of a better word. And now, look at this, another springboard. She has hit those to great effect here tonight, and it is worked. Look at this, Catmatic. Only a 1 count. But Maxine will be making her debut tonight against one half of the former tag team champions, Lexie Gates. And I said former because if you didn't see Chaotix, this is going to be a bit of a spoiler for you, as now, very nice combination by Raven. The Hated Gates were dethroned at Chaotix by Amy Lynn and Betsy Chairshot. They are the new Wildcats Tag Team Champions. Of course, that makes Betsy a 2-time champion, 2-time Tag Team Champion, and I believe that makes Amy Lynn a 1-time champion, because when the Suicide Girls were still together, it was Scarlett and Jamie. Actually, no, it was, I believe she is a 2-time champion. As now, look at this. Raven, nope. Scarlett and Jamie, I remember Scarlett was Rising Star champion at one point, and I believe Scarlett and Jamie were tag team champions, and Amy was the Wildcats champion at that time. Feel free to correct me in the comments below. That was like 5 years ago, so a lot has happened since then. So if I'm mistaken, please correct me. It's now, oh, there's a code breaker by Raven, but Raven can't capitalize. Ariel's done her damage to Raven during this matchup, and that's time was enough for Ariel, to get back up, but she gets a face buster there. Only a 1 count again. Chaotix was an incredible night. A lot of surprises on that night, as well as Raven. Look at this. Drops her face first, and that could be it. The cover. 1, 2, and it is. Once Ariel made that one mistake it was all over with. And Raven took advantage of the opportunity and picked up the victory. What a win. And Ariel's got to figure out a way to get back into the drawing board here, because that is even though I don't believe she was the one that took the fall at Chaotix, the fact that she is on the losing end twice in a row, that can't be good. And Raven with an excellent victory here tonight. Actually, no, she wasn't the one that got pinned at Chaotix. However, she still lost a match, and that too in itself has got to be a bad omen for Ariel, but I know she'll bounce back. But for Raven, she might be on the fast track to her title picture herself.
I object. I defer. I find you both guilty of helping people for the ridiculously low price of $99.99. In today's broke-ass society, things are harder, so you need things cheaper. So I came up with Jones, cheap-ass prepaid legal and daycare academy. You are not the president. You don't need to make that type of money. You might need my legal services. You're just raising one kid, because I'm going to sue you. At Jones, we don't assess the illegal fees after the case is disposed of. We make it prepaid. Prepaid meaning you need to pay before, just in case I need to invest the money in something else where you may need my services. And I'm going to spend it wisely, fighting for you. And if we can't get you out of child support, we'll provide you with our top-notch molester-free daycare services. We let them do whatever they want to do, so that when you get them home, they go straight to bed. Which one of y'all, you little Santa Claus ain't coming to none of y'all. There's some books around here somewhere. Jones do a good-ass job of watching both mine and my grandbaby. Jones got for me auto insurance. Jones got me this big-ass check. Now, friends, you may ask yourself, how can he provide us with such cheap legal services? Well, here's a story about Toby and his baby mama. Hey, Toby, I need my money. I don't have no more money. That's because y'all keep messing up. Y'all keep doing crime. Because I gave it all to you to raise that one little baby you got. And I work from volume. So y'all continue to rob people and take stuff. It ain't your business what I do with the money. So please, come on down to Jones, cheap-ass prepaid legal and daycare academy. It's a place where you can bring your children and get legal advice. Put your hand against the wall. My legal advice to you is don't have no more children. Go ahead and come to the website or give me a call on the new telephone number at 708-46-CASH-1. I'm on call 3 hours a day, 5 hours a week. You looking for who? No, Toby Jones don't work here. You got the wrong number.
So I've been getting asked quite a bit as to why I have returned to Wildcats. And pretty much, like, the long story short is, I didn't get a chance to really shine in Wildcats. I had this thing called a demon possessing me. It was a very big thing with Taggart and all that shit. I don't recommend it. I almost died. I was having multiple heart attacks because of the shock that the demon left me. Yeah, don't recommend it. So I came back to Wildcats because I really wanted to show that I can hang. That's why I showed up in the first place. But why I returned really boils down to I didn't get a chance to start my career in Wildcats, and I wanted that chance. And as far as my relationship with the Bombshell Club is concerned, I mean, what can I say that I haven't already said? We're ride or die. We've been ride or die since before the t-shirts were ever fucking made. And we're gonna continue to be ride or die until we die. Alright? That's a promise. Now, I wanted to make sure that the girls knew this. Because the girls were losing their smile. They were losing that energy that they once had. And I hated seeing that. I especially hated seeing that on Mercedes, whom really pushed me to be Max. Arguably, like I've said that without Trixie, there would be no Max, and that is true. That is very true. But I can't lie and say that Mercedes didn't bring me to that point and held my hand on the way too, because she was a big supporter of mine when I came out. She was one of the first people I had came out to, and I remember her holding me and saying, "I got you, ride or die." And we say that all the time when we go to the ring and stuff, but when she said it, I felt that she meant it. And yeah, Mercedes and I haven't been close because of the whole demon thing, and I want to make up for that. I do. And I'll do what I can to make up for it. As far as my goals for DCA, I think I kind of made it clear. I want to be able to have a fucking career. But my goals, other than helping my girls regain the belts, I want to win some belts too. Oh yeah. I want the Bombshell Club to hold all the belts in this company. So that means if I have to carry every single member, I got the arms for it. I will carry every single member to a goddamn championship, and then I will win one myself. We are coming with gold, baby. We are gonna ride or die with some gold around our waist, over our shoulders, around our necks. You know it. And that's a promise.
Strong words from Maxine Rose, who, as I said, will be making her debut coming up later tonight as well. Excellent opening contest we had. But right now we are going to get into some more Rising Star action. The Rising Star division, obviously, in high demand as of late, considering that, again, the number one contender, Heather Ray, has a shot at the title at DCA Redemption, and honestly, she's got a good shot at winning that championship because she's been on a roll. I mean, she won the All Stars Rumble, which means she has an opportunity at the All Stars Women's Championship, currently held by Elizabeth Priza, and now she's got an opportunity to win the Rising Star Championship from the champion Nova Kane. But right now, Julia Bolek-Reed is making her way out to the ring. We have not seen her in DCA for a little while now, but she's going to be facing a woman who we also haven't seen in quite a while here in DCA, especially in singles competition, and that is Miss Alice Twilight, a woman who a few years ago was talking a lot about wanting to be Rising Star champion, but it's been a few years since then, and she has not yet reached that pinnacle just yet. But I'm pretty sure she wants to. She and her partner, the Black Dandelion Shinobu Jacobs, one of the most impressive teams that we have ever seen in virtual wrestling, former tag team champions in their own right. Of course, Shinobu, former former Queens of Wrestling champion. Actually, she was closer before Daisy won the belt to becoming Triple Crown for Queens of Wrestling, but she was unsuccessful in that effort. It was, of course, Daisy Johnson, the Quake, who now has that distinction of being the first Triple Crown winner in Queens of Wrestling, as much as Hit Kid does not want to make that mention for obvious reasons. But the thing about Alice is Alice has yet to win a singles championship of her own. I mean, the No More Heroes went 616 days with the Queens of Wrestling tag titles. Of course, Shinobu won the Queens of Wrestling title after cashing in Queen's Gift. And that was back in 2019 into 2020, and held that belt for 78 days. But ever since then, you know, both No More Heroes have been kind of on a slump. And as for Alice, like I said, she has yet to win a singles championship. There's a tornado DDT springboard by Julia. Here's the cover. This could be it early. No. So you got to wonder what Alice actually thinks about that, as you see a tilt-a-whirl armbar now locked in on Alice. Alice trying to break out of it somehow, and she does. She slips her way free. But you got to wonder if that bothers Alice a little bit, that she has yet to hold singles gold anywhere in virtual wrestling. And you would think that for the success that the No More Heroes had, and for their success as a team, because let's be honest, they could get back together tomorrow and they could probably dominate the division if they wanted to. But the fact that you have Alice, somebody who obviously is talented, has a lot of the tools to be a singles champion, and yet she has not reached that yet, I think that says a lot. As you see now, Alice, look at this. Fisherman Buster with a bridge. Very nice bridge, but only getting a 1 count, surprisingly. A chop, a kick, another one, and a drop kick sends Julia down. And now on Brett's rope, the most dangerous rope, waiting for Julia to get up to her feet and then crowns her. And you can, again, you can feel perhaps that frustration, that emotion from Alice, because of the fact that she's, you know, basically having to start from the bottom again. A woman who has not had single success as much as her partner has. And on the other end, you look at Julia, a woman who has a lot of potential, a lot of growth in her. And she has singles star written all over her, but she hasn't also reached that peak yet. And she wants to get there just as much as Alice. So that's probably a reason why this match is so important here tonight for both of these women. They want to make a statement. DDT on the floor. They want to make a statement. They want to show that they belong in a singles championship picture here on DCA and in virtual wrestling in general, for that matter. Is now Julia sending Alice back inside the ring. And now she gets in before the count of 8. Ashley, our referee, being a little bit lenient with the count here tonight. Referee's discretion, obviously. There's an enziguri taking Alice down. She didn't see that coming, but she only gets a 1 count. And now Alice trying to slither to the corner, trying to get some kind of reprieve a little bit, but she's having to use the ropes. And now Julia has got her up on the top, looking for something there, but Alice with the elbows knocking Julia down. Alice up top, and Julia trying to stop her, but no, she gets caught anyway. Nice elbow from the top rope. I don't know if she got all of it, but she got enough to knock her down. And I say that, Julia back in control. Head scissors. Taking down Alice Twilight as now. Nope. Kick to the midsection. Alice now. Irish whip into the corner. And again, this is what I mean when I talk about Alice's aggression. She probably has a lot of it, considering the circumstances that I mentioned earlier. Nice belly-to-belly overhead throw. And now into the cover. Launching her all the way across the ring, but only a 2 count. You cannot deny the heart and the determination of Julia Bolek-Reed, because she will make you believe when you think she's out, she comes right back. And she can surprise you just like she's surprising Alice right now, I'm sure. Now Alice trying to get back control. Went for the kitchen sink and got all of it. And now, cross armbar. Alice, a submission expert. She knows how to tear every limb in your body if she wants to. But Julia shifting over and now able to get out of that submission, but you got to wonder if the damage has been done. And now, pendulum backbreaker. And oh, Julia popped up. Oh no, wait a minute. Oh shit, that might have been a trap. Blinding moonlight. Cover 2, and no, Julia kicks out. Wow. That was Alice's best move. That hammerlock DDT she calls blinding moonlight, and she was not able to get the win out of it. That is it. That is interesting. But again, that shows you the heart of Julia. Poison Rana on the floor. And you got to wonder, again, Alice hit her best shot and it wasn't enough. So you got to think, how much does she have to do to Julia to put her away here? And now Julia and Alice back inside the ring. Julia, now look at this. Got her by the head and spins her around for a head scissors. And another enziguri taking Alice down. And that's what she's got to do. She's got to stay on her and stay on her quickly. Look at this. Head scissors DDT. Into a shooting star press. This is what I'm talking about with Julia. What a kick! That might have knocked her out, but Alice was smart to get to the bottom turnbuckle to avoid a pinfall, but leg drop across the bottom rope. And now Julia heading up top. Going for a big frog splash. Twisted around with it. 1, 2, and no! Wow. That is interesting, to say the least. And Alice back in control now. Alice on Brett's rope, the most dangerous rope. And crowns her again. That has been successful for her throughout this contest. And Alice, a little distracted there. Cover 2. That might have cost her. That might have cost her, but it didn't. And that blinding moonlight, again, that was everything she had, and it still wasn't enough. So you got to think, how much more can she pull out? As now, look at this. Wow. Julia, again, just showing exactly what she's made of here tonight. And Alice, I don't think she expected this kind of fight from, or maybe she did, but she didn't expect this to last this long. And now, off the ropes. Look at this. Big enziguri in the corner. Got blocked by Alice. Either that or she just took it. In the corner. Oh, what is this? Alice up and over. Off the ropes. Gets her with the elbow. And Alice now cover off that running elbow, only a 2 count. And now Alice Twilight back in the game. And a nice shot there. And Julia back. Oh, Julia popped back up. But she's not ready for Alice. German suplex. And now Alice is going to take control here. Counts up to 3 now. Oh. And ever since that headlock suplex, Julia has she's seen better days, obviously. Oh my goodness. And Alice is just taking Julia to task right now. Now dropping her arm. Uh-oh. Alice up top. What's she looking for here? Big elbow drop. That's new. I haven't seen her hit an elbow right across the neck, and that is it. The velocity of that elbow drop. And Alice Twilight in the win column. Look at how she delivers this elbow drop. From the moon, you could say. Into the cover, and she got the victory with it. And no matter how you get it done, you had to get it done, right? Alice Twilight might finally be moving her way towards a potential title opportunity. One that I'm sure she's been waiting for quite a while now.
Toby Jones from Jones Good Ass Barbecue and Foot Massage, and I'm proud to announce my new Steph Curry Chicken Playoff Special. It's a whole chicken drenched in a spicy curry sauce. Then I throw it at you from 27 feet away. Splash! Now friends, you may ask yourself, how come we ain't got no LeBron meal? Well, what has LeBron ever done for Toby? At least Steph is out there representing my jingle. LeBron too busy pushing Kia. Hell, I ain't seen a brother get so much attention for a Korean car since Rodney King. And now you can enjoy a spicy curry chicken or family foot rub at home with my new Jones Spicy Curry Barbecue and Foot Rub Chicken Sauce. Wherever fine sauces are sold. Jones Barbecue and Foot Massage.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back to DCA Wildcats. What a night we have had so far, and we're not done yet. We still got a lot more in store for you, including our main event tonight. The #1 contender for the Fever Championship at Redemption will be decided. It will be Christie Monteiro taking on Hayley Jonas, and the winner of that match will face Selena Zeta for the Fever Championship at Redemption. And both women have had history with Selena, so it's going to be very interesting who ends up with that championship match. But coming up next, another contest. As you can see, the former, and I know that's going to ruffle Azula's feathers, former DCA Wildcats Tag Team Champions, the Hated Gates, Rhiann Starr on the left, on your left, Lexie Gates, the woman in this matchup tonight, on your right. And for the Hated Gates, the thing about it is they were not pinned to lose those titles at Chaotix. And it was a 4-way matchup, so that was the nature of the rules. But you know the Hated Gates are going to look to get a rematch, or earn one anyway, because there are no automatic rematch clauses in DCA anymore, for that championship, for those championship belts that they held for so long. They still have not been pinned in a traditional 2-on-2 tag match all this year. So to say that they are, they're out of the tag title picture is an understatement. It's a statement you can't really make, to be completely honest with you, because their win-loss record speaks for itself. They have not lost a 2-on-2 tag match all this season, most of last season, when they got back together, the tail end of last season, when they got back together, they have not lost in 2023. And 2023 is almost over. So that should tell you the amount of the impressiveness of the Hated Gates and their run as tag team champions and as a tag team in general. But right now we are set for a debut here tonight. As you see, Maxine Rose making her DCA in-ring debut, and you see the leader of the Bombshell Club, Mercedes Sanchez, out to support Maxine in her debut. Of course, that's because Rianne is here, and you know you gotta watch Rianne with your head on a swivel. But Maxine has really taken she's had a take charge approach when it comes to the Bombshell Club. She values them greatly. If you know Maxine's story and you know the history of the Bombshell Club and Maxine, then you understand why that is. And she believes that she can help. Like she said earlier, she wants to lead her girls to championship gold, and then she wants championship gold in her own right. So this could be a huge first step tonight if she can get a win over the former tag team champion and a current women's world champion, as a matter of fact, in Lexie Gates. Lexie Gates is right at this moment a current women's world champion. So if Maxine can get a victory here, that would not only send a message for the Bombshell Club, but it would send a message for herself as well. And what a match we're going to see between these two women. And referee Ashley is going to ring the bell, and here we go. Lexie Gates and Maxine Rose here tonight on Wildcats. Obviously, Maxine's going to have the power advantage and the size advantage, but don't let that get you to think that Lexie isn't capable of handling herself, because she very much can do such in the ring. Cover by Maxine, though, early. 2, no. I think she caught Lexie a little bit off guard, and that almost cost her. And a big clothesline. Into another cover. 1, 2, no. Again, this is a current women's world champion we're talking about in Lexie Gates. Former 2-time Wildcats tag team champions with herself and Rianne. So again, the amount of talent that both women have together, not just separately, is immense here. Cover. 2, no. And Lexie can't afford to get frustrated. Big boot. And Lexie can't afford to get frustrated, as I said, because Maxine, she's got the size and strength advantage. She's got the height advantage. She's going to overpower Lexie. Oh, unless Lexie does things like that and just maneuvers away. There's a bell clap, and now just trying to lay the strikes down. Trying to disorient her, and now look at this. Flatliner, got it. Nice flatliner now. Maxine doesn't know where she is, and that allows Lexie enough time to hit that drop kick. As now, going for another flatliner, and she connects with it. Off the ropes, went for an enziguri. Maxine rolled out of the way. Maxine went for a lariat. Didn't get it. Again, she might be disoriented a little bit, and that's not going to help. Revolution knee drops Maxine, but does not get 3, and Lexie clearly frustrated. She's been frustrated since Chaotix when she lost the tag team titles with Rianne. Obviously, Rianne and Lexie were not expecting to lose those titles anytime soon, but in the nature of a fatal four-way match like that, with all 8 women in the ring at one time, it was gonna get, pardon the pun, chaotic. And that's exactly what happened as Betsy, Chairshot, and Amy Lynn walked out as the tag team champions. As you see, look at this rebound lariat. And Lexie firmly in the driver's seat. Quickly, well, I wouldn't say quickly in the cover. She took some time to gloat up before taking the pin. So I don't know why you're getting upset, Lexie. That was all on you right there. Now Maxine, look at this. Like I said, the strength. Military press. And now Maxine off the ropes, looking for something here. Went for the lariat. Lexie now backing her into the corner. Went for the drop kick, but Maxine swatted it away. And now, belly to belly is of sorts. 1, 2, no. And now look at this. Going for power slam. Power slam. And now the stomping. And now Irish whip. Went for the spear again in the corner, and Lexie gets out of the way. Went for the elbow, gets one herself, and now just driving her down. Monteiro shot. Another right hand. More rights by Maxine, and now off the ropes. Big back elbow.
And Maxine is in control.
Oh, but wait a minute. You knew at some point Rianne was going to make her presence felt. Oh, wait a minute. See, this is what I'm talking about. Rianne causing the distraction. 1, 2, no. Oh, big shot to the back of the head. And now what is Rianne doing on the other side of the ring? She just slid a chair into the ring. And Ashley immediately recognizing that and getting the chair out of the ring before Lexie could possibly use it against Maxine here. Rianne, obviously, like I said, just as frustrated about losing the tag titles as Lexie is, and are willing to do anything it takes to send a message to the new champions that they're going to do whatever it takes to get another rematch, or to get a rematch, to be more specific. Big headbutt. And now Lexie trying to back away from those punches, and Gal gets a series of elbows. And now the strikes are going to keep coming from Lexie Gates, the leader of the Cult of Suffering, in her mind. And now, look at this. Big moonsault. 1, 2, no. Very great match so far. And now, Lexie got Maxine on top. No, Maxine kicks her away. Right hand, no. She's blocking the right hands, and now look at this. That was the elbows again. Chop. Another one, sending Maxine back into the corner. And looks like she's going to try again. Look at this big kick. It's now up to the top rope. What's Lexie doing? Big frog splash. 1, 2, no. And now Maxine's in trouble, using the ropes to get back to her feet. And now Snapmare. Look at this. Oh, went for a PK and a double stomp. And now she's not done. Leg drop. Another leg drop. And now, what's this? To the arm. Elbow. And now, more strikes by Lexie, but Maxine, I guess, is trying to block it. Block it as much as she can, at least. More strikes by both women, to be honest with you. Body shots, kicks, strikes. We've seen it all in this match. And it's now, look at this. Again, another power slam. And now it's Lexie having to use the ropes. Oh, but that was a trap. Either that was a trap or Lexie was just too crafty and was able to think at the last second. Oh my goodness. Diving over the outside like a trust fall almost. Right over the top rope to the floor onto Maxine. And now, look at this. Picking her up. Oh, here we go. There's the guillotine choke. The guillotine choke is locked in. Maxine's got her head wrapped up in a vice here. Oh, but look at this, using the strength and dropping her down. From behind, big lariat. Now, Maxine, spine buster. But Rianne distracting the referee. Again, like I said, you had to expect Rianne was going to get involved in some way, shape, or form in this match. That's why Mercedes was out here, to make sure that didn't happen. But to Maxine's credit, she's able to counter. She's able to capitalize rather quickly, but doesn't on the splash right there. Bell clap. Now, what's Lexie doing? She's trying to get a hold of Maxine. She finally is able to. I think she's a little disoriented from getting dropped with that spine buster. And now dropping Maxine. Cover here. A 2 count. And if you notice, Mercedes Sanchez has really not done anything to get involved in this match. She hasn't tried to distract the referee. She hasn't thrown a chair in the ring. It's been all the Hayley Gates so far. It's now, oh, look at this. Ace cutter. And again, Rianne. And look at this, Maxine trying to put her body in between herself and that turnbuckle that Rianne was trying to uncover. Went for the cover. And Lexie had enough time to capitalize. Oh, no, and now, oh, there it is. That twisting reverse cutter, but the ropes. Maxine, with that long reach, has her foot underneath the ropes, and now it's Lexie arguing with the official. Of course, when Maxine was arguing earlier, it was because Rianne was clearly trying to insert herself into this matchup. And there's a spear out of nowhere. Cut her in half with a spear. 2. It's over. Rianne tried everything she could to disrupt this match, to disrupt Maxine, to distract the referee at every turn, to give some kind of advantage to Lexie, but it was not to be. Maxine Rose in her debut, watch the spear, just cut her in half with it. Maxine in her debut gets the victory, and this could be the beginnings of that push that she's wanted for the Bombshell Club to have all gold in DCA, and this could be a great first step towards that goal. What a win here tonight for Maxine Rose in her Wildcats debut.
Thank you for being a friend.
What would we do, baby, without us? What would we do, baby, without us? And there ain't no nothing we can't love each other through. There is more to life than what you're living. So take a chance and face the wind. An open road and a road that's hit. A brand new life around the bend. There were times. As long as we got each other, we got the world spinning right in our hands, baby, you and me. We gotta be. It's everything you've got. Taking a break from all your worries sure would help a lot. Wouldn't you like to get away? Sunday, Monday, happy days. Tuesday, Wednesday, happy days. Thursday, Friday, happy days. Saturday, what a day. Grooving all week with you. These days are ours. Share them with me. These days are ours. Happy and free. These happy days are yours and mine. These happy days are yours and mine. Happy days.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are about to get set for our main event of the evening tonight. It is a #1 contenders match. The winner will challenge Selena Zeta at Redemption for the Fever Championship. Two women who have had history with Selena as of late. One in Christie Monteiro, who when she came to DCA, stared down Selena after she won the Fever title and made it perfectly clear she was going after that title. And then the woman who, for all intents and purposes, helped Selena win the belt. I know Hickett will say, oh, it was clean, there was no disqualification, but let's be honest. If Hayley Jonas, the woman who's about to come out now, didn't attack Morgan Raincroft in that triple threat match at Proving Ground, Morgan Raincroft, for all intents and purposes, may have gotten back in that ring, dominated both Selena and Sin, and won the belt. I mean, that's what people will argue. And why did Hayley Jonas do it? Because she says she wants to show everyone that she's still the baddest woman in DCA. And at one time she was. We all remember her triple champion days. We remember when she was on top of the Wildcats roster. We remember this was one of the most popular women, and still is. Listen to the fans. One of the most popular women in this division. And she's back, and she's not back to take a back seat to anybody. She made that perfectly clear. She's not here for a paycheck, even though the pay's nice. She's not here to be someone's stepping stone. She's here to be a champion. But on the other hand, you got this woman, the Brazilian bombshell, Christie Monteiro, who again, when she came to DCA at Proving Ground 9 and stared down Selena Zeta after she won the Fever Championship, she basically made it clear, Selena, put your belt on the line against me. Of course, that led to Chaotix in that four-way. And what's ironic about that four-way is Christie hit her DDT on Marie Connor, and then Selena took advantage of that, took out Christie, and picked up the scraps, more or less, that Christie laid out for her in order to retain the title. So Christie has got to feel some kind of way about that, because in her mind, both of these women inadvertently has helped Selena in her championship reign so far. And now these two are going to collide one-on-one, and the winner will face her, Selena that is, at Redemption. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of Wildcats episode 202. It is the Hellcat, Hayley Jonas, versus the Brazilian bombshell, Christie Monteiro, and the winner of this match will face the Temptress Selena Zeta for the Fever Championship at Redemption. This is a big-time matchup here. Two legends of this industry colliding for a shot at the Fever title. You got to think somewhere Selena Zeta is watching this closely because she wants to know who her next challenger is going to be at Redemption for that championship. Of course, we know some of the matches are already set for Redemption, which is going to be a huge, huge card, 2-night event, as we have done in previous years. We know that if you've seen social media, you know most of the card by now is now Hayley Jones with a big kitchen sink taking down Christie. And now Christie's not going to take any of that disrespect by Hayley Jonas. Elbow drop. Quickly into the cover. One. Only a 1 count. We already know a couple of matches that are official for the card. Jamal Bedlam will challenge Kiyoshi Saiba for the Pure Championship. Cover here by Hayley. Only a 1 count. Jaden Starr and Tomas Ramirez will finally settle their differences in a steel cage match at Redemption. Charles Schultz will challenge Jeremy Paisley for the Celestial Championship. And now look at this. DDT by Christie. And Hayley trying to get back up to her feet after that. She's going to get hit with it a second time. And this time Christie goes in for the cover off of it. A 1 count only. Heather Ray will challenge Nova Kane for the Rising Star Championship. Obviously, as I mentioned, Selena Zeta will be challenged by the winner of this match for the Fever Championship. Trixie Decker will put the Goddess title on the line against Lady Beast Mode Vanessa Pryce. And I believe that is a first time ever matchup between those two. Now Hayley getting back inside the ring. Big clothesline. Cover here. Only a 1 count. And now Hayley. Irish whipping. Christie in the corner, but Christie countering. And now Christie going to send Hayley into the opposite corner. Went for the double knees, doesn't connect. Hayley went for something. Christie gets an elbow in. Flatliner connects. And now look at this big forearm taking Hayley down, and now the elbow to the back. And Christie feels like she can get a cover off of that. Cover. 2. No. This was also made after a free fall. Malik Brown and Eric DeVille for the first time ever. That's going to go down at Redemption. And this was made after the last takedown. After Loop on the Third retained the Burnout Championship, it has finally been agreed upon by Space Ghost. Loop on the Third will be defending the Burnout Championship, but he will be defending the championship against either Tommy Vercetti or Mikey Truth. And if Tommy Vercetti does end up winning on the next episode of Takedown, this is breaking news, folks. If Tommy Vercetti wants another shot at the Burnout title, he has got to win his match on the next episode of Takedown against Mikey Truth. If Mikey wins, it's a match against Loop on the Third at Redemption. No, nothing special there. Well, it is special. It's Mikey Truth. It's a special occasion whenever Mikey gets in the ring. But if Tommy Vercetti wins, Space Ghost has agreed, and this is an agreement here, if Tommy wins, he must agree that if he loses at Redemption, he will never again challenge for the Burnout Championship as long as Lupin is the champion. That means he will not ask for another rematch. He will not continue to ask for a rematch. He has to move on from the Burnout title. Cover. 2, no. In fact, he has to move on from the Burnout title for the rest of the season. Period. If he loses at Redemption, he will not get another shot at the Burnout title for the remainder of this season. So all that about obsessing over the Burnout title, that goes out the door if he loses at Redemption, and that's only if he gets past Mikey Truth. And let's be honest, Tommy Vercetti's been on a losing streak lately. He has not won as many matches as he's claimed. And now look at this, look at the strikes by Hayley. Jonas, that background of hers coming into play, taking down Christie. Cover. 2, no. Of course, also we know that the big news coming out of tonight, and the big news coming out of Chaotix, really, to be more specific, Eve Heron will make her DCA in-ring debut against Aubrey Williams at Redemption. And also this big match was added. Reiko Hinamoto, Sakura Hagiwara, the match that Sakura has wanted for so long now, is finally going to happen at Redemption this year. Reiko and Sakura 3, if you count their previous Redemption match and then the match at Revelations, even though that was Rowdy Reiko. This is going to be their third encounter, the rubber match, if you will, at Redemption. And then, of course, the main event, Zach Stone, Tyler Parks for the World Heavyweight title. Of course, we know Ovanna's going to be defending the Wildcats title at Redemption. We just don't know against who yet. And then the pure title, Kiyoshi Saiba, Jamal Bedlam. If I didn't mention that before, that's also at Redemption. So we got a stacked night planned for you at Redemption. You got any end of the year plans, you might want to adjust to watch this show because it's going to be a banger, folks. As now Christie going in on Hayley right now. Apologize, folks, for taking time to run down the Redemption card. We don't have the video yet. It's going to probably be on the next takedown, just to let you know. As now look at this. Big kick to the midsection. I don't want to take away from this action because both of these women are fighting like their lives depend on it. But in all honesty, if you think about it, it's for their professional lives. If they want to match on the big show, they're going to have to win this here tonight. And for Hayley Jonas, it's going to be a return to form in her mind, showing the world that she is still one of the baddest women on the planet. And now Christie, look at this, head scissors, taking her down. And for Christie, it's going to be showing the world that she still has what it takes to be within the upper echelon of women's wrestlers, the face of the CAW Champions League herself, Christie Monteiro. Now it's got a Fujiwara armbar there, or a Juji Katami perhaps, but knee right to the head gets Hayley out of that. Hayley knows those submissions too well with her background. Jesus! What a power slam by Hayley. That was impressive right there. I gotta tell you, the speed and the snap of that power slam was unbelievable. Revolution knee by Christie. Cover. 1, 2, no. Again, both of these women are looking to become #1 contender. And Selena Zeta has got to be watching this match very, very closely to see who she will be defending her Fever title against at Redemption. Christie on Brett's rope, the most dangerous rope, and gets the forearm. Hayley didn't see that coming at all. Cover here. Only a 2 count. Oh, and Hayley sending Christie all the way out to the floor. And now, went for the kick, doesn't connect. And now look at this, with body shots by Hayley and a right hand. Right jab to be more specific. Drops her face first on the barricade. And this is what Hayley Jonas enjoys. This is the kind of pace that she likes to take the match in. And Christie's not someone who works at a slow, methodical pace. That's going to work to Hayley's benefit, as you see. Slowing the match down, grounding her. That's the objective here. But Christie got that spinning forearm in. Stunning her long enough. Went for the elbow. Hayley got out of the way. Now from behind, Hayley Jonas. Look at this. Sidewinder suplex. Very nice by Jonas. And now went for something that Hayley gets kicks to the shins instead, to the upper thigh rather, be more specific. And now there goes that capoeira training by Christie. Again, another discus forearm sending Hayley Jonas to the ground. You got to wonder stylistically how much of a matchup it will be if whether Hayley Jonas wins or whether Christie wins. Obviously, I'd probably give the advantage to Christie in terms of the high-flying aspect of it if she wins, but Hayley Jonas, she can ground and pound and possibly get an advantage on Selena as well. There's a splash that gets nothing but the mat as Hayley moved out of the way. Now, look at this. Back suplex on the back of her head. A Saito suplex, to be more specific about it. Cover now. 2 and 3. No, oh man, that was close. You want to talk about a close near fall. That's exactly what just happened. And Hayley obviously is going to show her frustrations out and take them out on the Christie. Went for the lariat. No. Get the mixed session. More strikes by Christie. Just trying to chop Hayley Jonas down, I guess. Arm drag. And this is what I'm talking about. When Christie starts moving around, she starts flying around the ring. That's where she's known. That's where she's more comfortable. And that's Hayley. That's not to Hayley's benefit by any means. And now Christie went for a kick or something in the corner. We'll never know now. Went for another lariat. Christie now. Another arm drag. Christie going up top. What's she looking for here? She got to do something to turn this match in her favor. There's an elbow drop that Hayley just so happened to roll into. I don't think she meant to do that. It only gets a 2 count though. I don't think Hayley meant to. I think she meant to roll completely out of Christie's way, but it didn't end up happening. As now Christie still in the driver's seat. And now, again, this is what Christie's going to have to do. She's going to have to keep the pace high, keep the pace up, and make Hayley think about it. Oh, never mind. One hit a quitter. One. Oh, yeah. And Christie didn't even have the strength to kick out. She only could grab the ropes. That right hand, that carcinogenic right hand, as Jim Ross once said, I think. Pretty sure it was Jim. And Hayley's got rights and lefts for days. And now, wait a minute, look at this. Sunset flip. 2. No. Cover. 2. No. Again, Christie. 1. 2. No. Hayley right back again. 2. No. Back and forth we go here. And again, you should have expected this when it comes to these two women. And the fact that a Fever Championship opportunity is on the line for the winner of this match. There's the elbow she was looking for earlier. When you got a match of this magnitude and a title opportunity on the line, you got to do whatever it takes to win. You got to pull out all the stops. And Christie Monteiro has been in many big-time matches enough to know exactly what that means and how to get the job done. But at the same time, you can say that about Hayley Jonas as well. For the Superman forearm, right hands, went for the body shots, and Christie gave her one back as a receipt. There's the DDT. That same DDT. That's the same DDT that Selena Zeta capitalized on at Chaotix to retain the Fever title. Christie hit that DDT on Marie Connor. Selena took out Christie with a Japanese Ocean Cyclone suplex. And it disoriented Christie just long enough for Selena to retain the title. Big lariat in the corner by Hayley. Now Hayley, doing something uncharacteristic, at least from my opinion, is going up to the top rope. I don't see her doing this that often, but she hits the elbow regardless of that. I don't think I've ever seen Hayley Jonas willingly go up on the top rope and hit a dive or some of any kind.
She's normally a ground and pound expert.
And that's exactly what she's doing now, trying to just wear out Christie Monteiro here. Anything she can do to become #1 contender and get a shot at Selena's title. And now, Irish whip into the corner. Big shot. Again, those body shots and those right hands have been rocking Christie all night. But then again, the strikes and kicks of Christie have worn Hayley down all night. And now the most overused move in virtual wrestling, the superplex. And Hayley saying that's it. She's going to put Christie down right now. What's this? Oh, these elbows to the side of the head. And now drops her. That's new. I haven't seen that before out of Hayley, but it doesn't get 3. Hayley Jonas pulling out some things in her arsenal that we've never seen before. But that's exactly what she's going to have to do to beat Christie. She's going to have to break out some things that Christie won't expect. There's a big heel kick, and Hayley rolling her to the ropes to help herself up. And now Christie just shot right to the midsection, and another one. Christie's not playing games tonight. What is she doing here? Oh, she got caught. I think she might have been looking for a springboard of some kind. But I guess she figured it was too risky. You can't make unnecessary risks in a match like this with stakes on the line such as this. You can't afford to make a mistake. There's a Frankensteiner. Hooked her whole body and drove it down, but not enough for 3. Maybe she went for the DDT, but Hayley scouted it. Irish whip, into the referee, but that's enough of an advantage. Regardless, referee just happened to walk into Christie's line of sight there. They bumped into each other, and Hayley was able to take advantage and hit that lariat. Hayley will not give a damn. She will take advantage of any opportunity, whether the referee meant to do it or not. It doesn't matter to Hayley as long as she's in control. She'll take it. Now back inside the ring is Hayley and Christie. Christie now. Something, no. And now big drop kick sending Hayley into the ropes and out to the floor. And now Christie, again, she's not taking any unnecessary risks. Usually you would think she would go for some kind of dive or something on that exchange. But this time she didn't. This time she just opted to kick her right in the back of the head.
the cover, and this time it's Hayley who doesn't have enough energy to kick out. She has to grab the bottom rope to break the pin up. And now Christie. Both of these women obviously are on equal settings right now, on equal footing. And now, look at this. She's got her up into a big power bomb. Will that do it? No, it will not. And Hayley almost is in disbelief right now. She figured that she would have had this matchup wrapped up. Especially considering the condition of Christie, considering Christie was just at Chaotix in that matchup. And Hayley, she wasn't even on the card. So you got to think Hayley's a little bit fresher than Christie at this point. Now more rights. Now Christie with the kicks, trying to come back here, trying to chop Hayley down, I guess. And there's a rolling elbow again. Trying to slow Christie trying to slow Hayley down, I should say. And now another one sending Hayley to the ground. And this time Hayley has to use the ropes. Well, she used them last time too, but she's been using them a lot. Using the ropes to get out of dodge. Oh, there's an elbow. And a third one. A third rolling elbow in succession. And now Hayley rolling to the floor. And now these two ladies got to be careful on the outside of the ring. The double countout won't help anybody. We won't have a contender at that point. I went for a kick. Hayley gets one of her own. Counts up to 5 now. Again, Ashley being a little lenient with the count because she understands the importance of this match. She understands that we have got to have a number 1 contender for the Fever Championship. Oh my God! That kick rocked Hayley, but Christie rolling in and rolling out because she does not want to win this match on a count out. She wants to prove definitively that she's better than Hayley Jonas. And the only way you do that is if you get a win over Hayley Jonas. And that is easier said than done. Big number 1 stunner. That's got to be it. She's got to just get her in the ring and pin her at this point. Because Christie is not moving. Christie is out. And Christie rolling back in. Ashley checking in on her. There's a spear. Morgan Raycroft. And Hayley didn't even see it coming. The referee is checking with Christie. And Christie just now getting to her feet. Not knowing what the heck's going on. Morgan Raycroft just speared the soul out of Hayley's body. Christie just taking advantage. She's like, what the heck? I might as well. And it's over. Christie doesn't know what just happened. She just saw Hayley Jonas unconscious on the mat. And like I said before, win's a win. Win however you can. Look at this. There's the number 1 stunner. For all intents and purposes, Hayley Jonas, all she had to do was roll Christie in the ring and pin her, and it was over. But as she rolled her in the ring, and referee Ashley was tending to Christie because Christie was out of it, there's Morgan Raycroft with a receipt for what Hayley did to her at Proving Ground, costing her the Fever Championship. And now, I guess an eye for an eye, if you will. Christie Monteiro, after taking advantage of the situation, didn't know what the heck was going on, but she decided to take it anyway, is now the number 1 contender. And at Redemption, we're gonna see Hayley, Jonas, we're going to see Christie Monteiro taking on Selena Zeta. And you got to think, Selena, you're finally going to get what you thought you weren't going to get. The Brazilian bombshell at Redemption. Vanessa Pryce making it very clear that she is coming for the Goddess Championship at Redemption. I just hope she realizes what she's asking for when she says she wants the Blood Queen at Redemption. And she's not afraid. She's not scared. She knows how dangerous Trixie is. And she wants it because she's been through that before. She's been to hell and back. And she has, if you remember the history of Akira and Vanessa's rivalry and how violent that got. When Vanessa says that she's been through it, she has been through it. And speaking of being through something, ladies and gentlemen, we've been saying it all night. Here comes the Wildcats champion, Ovanna Morgan. Not coming out with the belt as usual, but Ovanna Morgan retained the Wildcats Championship at Chaotix in that fatal 5-way match, ultimately because of the intervention of Eve Heron, who gave the Bloody Valentine to Aubrey Williams, and Ovanna, taking advantage of that fact, tapped out Aubrey And I mean, Aubrey was pretty much a dead woman walking at that point anyway. She had needed 28 staples to her head to close that wound that Eve gave her, or whatever the count was. There was a lot of staples, but nonetheless, Morgan is still the Wildcats champion. And I said before, we do not know who she's scheduled to face at Redemption with her title on the line, but she is contractually obligated to put the belt on the line at Redemption. We just don't know against who yet. But she has requested time tonight, and we're going to hear from the Wildcats champion, the Mad Queen, Ovanna Morgan. She is asking for a microphone, and we're about to hear from her right now. Let's hear what Ovanna has to say. I'm pretty sure it's going to be quite a bit after what happened at Chaotix.
At Chaotix, your Mad Queen did exactly what she said she was going to do. She walked in as your champion and she walked out as your champion. And now there are no challengers to oppose me. Then again, I can understand why. I have put down all of your favorites. It wasn't something that I wanted to do. It is something that I needed to do. Queens have to do things that they don't love sometimes, including doing something that will cultivate the roster. Something that will weed out the weak and pull up the strong. That is what I am for. And now, it is time for me to sit back on my throne, relax, and watch to see who will step forward to try and challenge me. However, it will not change the outcome. For all of my mad ones, I am your champion. I am your queen. I am Ovanna Morgan. You're welcome.
Hey, Queenie, up here. Yeah, I'm talking to you. Remember me? Of course you do. I'm the woman you couldn't beat at the anniversary show. You know the one. The one who had a clear as day pinfall, but the blind-ass referee was too busy daydreaming about his wife to make the pin. That one. But in case you forgot, allow me to give you a quick refresher. My name is Destiny Williams, the franchise player in this division, one of the longest reigning champions in this company's history. The woman who held this division down while you were busy in Wonderland with the Hatter and his little playthings, obsessing over a woman who you'll never match up to no matter how hard you try. But enough about that. I'm here to deliver a message. See, you may think you're out of challengers, but you're dead wrong. Because I've been negotiating with the VWU board for the last few months, and they agreed with me that I wasn't given a fair shake back in June. All they needed was to give me a little more time to heal up. Now, at Redemption, you'll get all of the spotlight you want, honey, because you're going to put that belt on the line. Against me. So go ahead. Keep hiding behind your harem of goth chicks all you want to hide your insecurities. It doesn't mean a damn thing to me. What does? Is getting back what belongs to me. I'm not a saint by any means. And I damn sure have more enemies in that locker room than I can count. But I'll be damned if I stand by one more day and have to listen to your vaudeville make-believe BS while you hold that title. So just know that at Redemption, I'm not just going to kill your dreams. I'm going to kill your entire damn queendom, piece by piece. And when it's all said and done and the final bell rings, you're going to hear these words once again. The winner of the match and your new DCA Wildcats champion, your dream killer, Destiny Williams!
Welcome to my house. Play that music too loud. Show me what you do now. We don't have to go. Welcome to my house. Welcome to my house. Welcome to my house.
"私たちは神の輪です。